You may know him for a passionate speech on gun access, a desire to end abortion, and what some call harsh words about the LGBTQ community. But who exactly is Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson? In recent months, WRAL's Brian Anderson has spent hours interviewing the state's top elected Republican.
But this is my first recollection of life, was right around here in this neighborhood.
Here on Logan Street in Greensboro, Robinson remembers a childhood marked by domestic violence between his parents. He says there's only one thing he'd tell his younger self.
Don't be afraid. That'd be the only thing I'd tell him. Don't be afraid. Just don't be afraid. That'd be the only thing I'd tell him.
Over several interviews, a view of fairness emerges.
I saw my dad as this big, massive guy fighting my mom, and I thought, it's not right. He shouldn't be doing that. And that's how I always saw it. I always saw it as unfair that he was doing it and wrong.
And as he nears an expected announcement on a run for governor in 2024, it's precisely his views of right and wrong that have put him in the crosshairs of voters. He says he'd end abortion despite having paid for one in 1989 for his then girlfriend and now wife.
Everybody knows what my personal opinion about abortion is. I don't think abortions should ever happen. I don't think anyone should ever have an abortion, and I regret the one that I was involved in to a great degree. But that being said, as an elected official, I have to listen to every side.
He wants to define marriage as between one man and woman.
Personally, do I believe that? Yes. Do I think that a strong and healthy debate should go into that to make it the law? Absolutely.
And there's, of course, his larger views on the LGBTQ community. He faced calls to resign last year after linking transgenderism to filth.
And yes, I called it filth.
Robinson maintains he was talking about sexually graphic books available to young students in school libraries.
The indoctrination is happening in our schools. I hate to say this, but it's like, it's like carbon monoxide poison. It's colorless, it's odorless, nobody sees it.
Robinson says he can separate his personal views from how he'd govern. But Democrats and Republicans who could run against him in 2024 have their concerns.
You can't just say, I have an extreme view, but it doesn't affect my job. I mean, what we do as public officials is execute on those positions, and we advocate for them. And so he's drawing this distinction that is not real.
I'm receiving a lot of calls of people who know my track record, know my results, and the way that I approach attacking problems and not attacking people. Because at the end of the day, if you're going to be the CEO of the largest business in the state, which is the state, it's results that's going to matter, not rage.
In 2020, Robinson beat out a crowded field in his bid for lieutenant governor. He's hopeful he could replicate that success again.
People are no longer looking for a politician to come out and give a speech out of a can and try to act like something that they're not. And I can assure you that's something I've never done.
Brian Anderson, WRAL.
To learn more about Robinson, how he formed his views, and how they might impact you, visit NorthCarolinaNCCapital.com.